Well, hey crafty friends, it's Heidi Scott with DIY Dreamin', and on this pretty quick video, I'm going to show you like 5 or 6 years worth of different pillows, and I'm going to tell you how I manage that because in my opinion, you can really never be too thin, too rich, too young, have too many tea towels, or have too many sofa pillows. I even have pillows for my fireplace hearth. So basically what I do is I have pillow inserts, I'll tell you about these, and I just swap the outside covers. I have 2 on my sofa, 2 18 by 18s and 1 lumbar, and then I have 1 18 by 18 on my fireplace hearth. Okay, so I just bought these yesterday because I needed some more now that I'm doing pillows for my back porch. And these were from Hobby Lobby. They weren't expensive. This one was $5.99. I bought 2 of those, and this one was $6.99. And this one says 14 by 28. The lumbar pillows are 12 by 24. So I think this should work. You can generally get a 20 by 20 pillow into an 18 by 18 pillow cover. So I'm hoping I can get a 14 by 28 into a 12 by 24 pillow cover. I'm thinking I probably will be able to just fine, and that's how I like them, filled really full. Okay, so let's just skip right through these real quick. And we're going to start out with Easter. This is this beautiful stencil that I did in copper, and I added those little Dollar Tree flowers. Here's a bunnies pillow cover that I did with canvas duck, and I stuffed it. I added the little pom-pom, a little bow. That was pretty cute. Going along that same line, this is a lumbar pillow cover that I did with little stuffed parrots, and I used Dollar Tree hula skirts, some vintage mother of pearl buttons, and some little bits of lace. And then I stenciled the fabric that I created the parrots with. This was a pillow wrap that I made before Magnolia had pillow wraps, and it's just a strip of canvas duck, and I used some Velcro to close it. There's one side, here's the other. Okay, hopping into summer and beach, I bought a absolutely fabulous chenille bedspread at Goodwill a year or 2 ago. That had some stains, it had some holes, it had some snags, and I have been using it to craft. So I made this adorable lumbar pillow using a starfish design. This was just a little something to set on the couch, and then this is my bigger one. Pretty cute, huh? And there was no sewing involved in that. It was just hot gluing. All right, this is a pillow cover that I made. I don't know when, last summer maybe, using cutter quilts, pieces of vintage quilts that were not really usable anymore because they had so many holes and whatnot in them, tears. And so I cut apart some petals, stuffed them, and added some buttons. And let me just say this, as you're hopping on, say hello, do a this or a this if you feel like it, feel like sprinkling, please do. If you have questions, don't hesitate to answer, or don't hesitate to ask. Well, you can answer my questions too, if you would like. Anyway, so I'm going to zip through this. Let's keep going. This is a pillow wrap that I made. I would say this is a summer or fallish one. And this is just this little sunflower stencil design. And I added my favorite, mother of pearl buttons. Here's one that says bless our nest, and these are Dollar Tree flower bits that I took apart, reassembled, glued on there, and added some vintage buttons. And anyways, I love that one. Okay, these next 2 are seriously my most favorite for the time being. This is supposed to remind you of the American flag. You can see, this is where the stars are, and here are the stripes, but it's in my colors. My theme, totally creams and tans with lace. and buttons. Oh my gosh, I love this. I was sad to take it off the pillow in my couch. This is the one that I have sitting with it. It's a lumbar pillow cover. This is also one of my favorites. Those are just old lace doilies. I added some buttons. I made the little pom-poms for the ends. This was one of the craft clubs, I think, from a long time ago, and it's a really little pillow. Okay, now let's hop into some flowers. And oh my word, I have made a ton of these. This is kind of like, it's the same idea basically as this, okay? I made this a few years ago. It's just a big denim and blue flower. It's decoration only. You would not feel very comfortable leaning against this for a long amount of time or putting it in your bed. It would not be a good pillow to take a nap on. It has a big button in the center. That's one. Here's another one that I made with just little scraps from some fabric sample books. I love these colors. And hopefully what you're getting right now are just, I have more, so stay with me. We're going into the rest of summer and then fall and then Christmas. Hopefully you're not feeling overwhelmed by so many ideas. I just want to show you that really with pillows, you can do a zillion different things, and they're not hard to store if you're taking the covers off and just using the pillow inserts over and over again. This was another one, another little stuffed floral pillow. Gosh, I made this a very long time, very long time ago. Same deal. Those are the little bits and pieces from a fabric decorator book. So was this one. I Am a Child of God. I love this one. Too bad I don't have like 100 different couches so that I could be using all these pillows at once, but I don't. This was a kind of stuffed floral. It is a pillow wrap, so it's adjustable. It works great with these 18 by 18 pillows that you can get from pillow covers that you can get from MagnoliaDIY.com. I just used some painter's drop cloth, made some little rolled rosettes, stuffed some petals, added some buttons, and this fabric here is painter's drop cloth. It has been washed and dried several times, so it's nice and soft. Okay, these, oh, here's another one of the flower ones. Love those oranges. Put that all together. Okay, let me show you these real quick while we're talking about orange. I made these many years ago. I think when I very first got involved as an affiliate for Magnolia Design Company. This is their beautiful Mandela lace stencil, and I just used some, it was called pumpkin spice or pumpkin pie or something ink. I did that. And then to go with it, I did this one, this lumbar pillow. And I did my mandala on either side with the words grateful, thankful, blessed. Okay, and then this was just recent. This was my craft club project. We got this pillow cover, and we got this stencil, and we got this ink, and we got the yarn to make these little tassels. So this is one side, Harvest Gratitude, and then I used one of my favorite designs for Christmas to do the other side. Okay, this set right here, I'm not finished with. I do really love it. It reminds me of the flag one. This is supposed to be a pumpkin. Okay, so my scale's a little off. I should have made it quite a bit smaller. But my plan is to add some little twirly vines with either some jute or some nautical rope or something, and then add some leaves. That is a pumpkin, in case you're wondering what in the world is that. And this is a pumpkin pillow wrap that is not finished. It's not been stuffed yet. I haven't gotten the stems. or the leaves on this one yet. I have so many crafts going at any one time, it's overwhelming. Okay, this was a pillow that I made a few years ago with a Goodwill sweater. Love this color combination, and then I just used some brown wood buttons that I found at Walmart. Okay, this right here is just a, it's multiple different stencils layered with gold and silver glittering ink and buttons. Here's one more fall design where I did the hot mess or swirly-do kind of effect using multiple colors of ink, and this is the fall leaves pattern stencil. Okay, let's hop into some that don't pertain to a particular season that I think you could use any time of year. This is one. Do you guys remember we made this not very long ago? It's the same deal. It's this Magnolia pillow cover. And I had a boo-boo. I think my boo-boo was over here somewhere. So I was planning to do this banded edge, and then I was not sure what to do because there was a big blob of ink, and I just decided to add a thinner strip of this blue stripe ticking. So there's one, and then to go along with that, I made this one. And this is blue ink. Sing to the Lord a new song, for he has done marvelous things. Psalm 95:1. Isn't that cute? Woo! I'm gonna have to get organized all over again. Okay, we're getting there, so let's keep going. Okay, this is another pillow that was part of one of the craft clubs. The actual pillow wasn't, but it was the second or third project that I made with the stencil that came with craft club that month, and it said this is just a chapter, not the whole story. I did it in glittering silver ink, and I added some silver mother of pearl buttons, and I made these little tassels to go on it. So that's another one that is not really tied to a particular season. This is a lumbar pillow cover that I did in gold and silver, and it's part of that design that says, "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10. It looks lovely with the other ones that have, I don't know where it is, that have gold and silver ink. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. This is my first time doing a live out here on the back porch, and I just thought it would be fun to do something different. So, okay, this is a pillow cover that I made several years ago. Look how cute I called these fabric snippets. They're just little bits and pieces of lace and doilies and canvas duck and buttons and whatnot, and it says, "These are the good old days." It's a beautiful pillow cover. I need to get that out again. Here is a good one that is from John 3:16, and it says, "For God so loved," and the rest of that verse is the whole world. For God so loved the world that he sent his only son. Today I'm having a hard time remembering that whole verse, but I'll put it in the comments. That he sent his only son, that whosoever believes shall not perish but have eternal life. Something like that. That might be the King James translation. Anyways, that's a pretty pillow. Okay, now we're getting into Christmas, which is really my favorite time of the year to make pillows. This was a pillow cover, a pillow wrap, excuse me, that I made last year. It's kind of that same idea as the big pumpkin that I showed just a few minutes ago. These are Christmas trees, and I just made them using various bits of sweaters, some lace bits, a ton of buttons. I will definitely get this out and put it on my fireplace hearth pillow when the time comes. This is a good one. This is another one that I did with that pillow banding idea, which I have more here. I'm going to definitely do this again this year. We'll do something to put a new spin on it. Cardinals appear when angels are near. And then, okay, this set right here, these two are like seriously my favorites. This is canvas ticking fabric, or canvas dye. It's basically the same thing. From Hobby Lobby that I got several years ago. I just hot glued some of this grosgrain ribbon on here to tie the end, and it says the most wonderful time of the year. And it just is, it's old-fashioned. I love everything about this design. And to go along with that, here's the lumbar pillow one. It says Christmas, trees, farm fresh, pine, cedar, fir, and spruce. And I did that same idea. Okay, and this was one that I made that has a boo-boo. Oopsie. This is that gorgeous mosaic tile design, but look, I don't know what I was doing, but I got a ton of blobs of black ink on it, and that is almost impossible to remove. So I may put this one out here somewhere at Christmas time. Here's some more of the gold and silver that remind me of this. And I may have done this all to go together. These are snowflakes that I did in gold ink. This, oh my gosh. This is one of my most favorite designs too. Can you tell? And I had to really study the whole idea of doing an outline of a snowflake to figure this out. And then I kind of sketched it on my pillow with a pencil and added a ton of different buttons on it. Isn't that pretty? It's gorgeous. And then this kind of goes the same idea. This is the same colors, the gold and silver. And this is just a couple of like wreaths with some pretty buttons on them. My button stash is getting skinny for the really pretty ones like this. So I need to get on the lookout. Here's another, obviously. As I'm looking at all of these, I'm thinking, wow, you really like buttons, Heidi. Yes, I sure do. This is the Mandela lace in cream. This is called, oh, I can't think of what it's called in ink, but it's a cream colored ink. And then I have buttons on there. And that's it. This tub is empty. I know I have others hanging around, just not sure where they are. So if you missed the beginning, this is a lot of pillow covers, and this is just probably 3/4 of what I have made. And you're probably thinking, how do I manage so many pillows? Well, this is what I do. And these are brand new. I bought them yesterday. I use pillow inserts. These came from Hobby Lobby. This 18 by 18 was $5.99. It wasn't on sale, but they have pillow inserts on sale sometimes. And then this 14 by 28, which I'm really hoping will fit into a 12 by 24 lumbar pillow cover. It was $6.99. So I have a couple of inserts, and I'm just constantly changing the outside cover. Sheila says they are all beautiful. Well, thank you so much. Pillows and tea towels are a couple of my most favorite things to make, and they're easy. And anyways, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Do it this or this. If you liked this video, feel free to sprinkle all of the stencil designs and the ink are from magnoliadiy.com. I'll drop that. No, they're not for sale, Virginia. This is what I do is I teach. I inspire people to do crafting. And these are my examples that I have made over the years. But I don't sell them. I'm sorry. Because I'll want to pull this out again next year and do something with it. And also throughout the year I'll want to put some of these on my sofa and out here. Anyways, so that's what I do is I just swap out the pillow covers all year long. I just keep them all in a tub in my hall closet. And hi Bobby, hey Paula. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. And now I'm going to go and get all of this reorganized and packed back into my tub and put away. I'll see you guys.